This is just it's hard to compare it to modern films, which without it seeming bad, because I don't want to say it's just a generic apocalypse doomsday movie, but at its core, it's kind of what it is. Although to me, it's done in a much classier way than something like the crude humor of Michael Bay movies. But the human characters are interesting. They're not overbearing, and they're definitely an important part of the story. Unlike Godzilla Final Wars, they're given things to do in the story, but without ruining the attention from the monsters. Not to mention, to me, the monsters are a lot more involved in this movie. Not only do they destroy the cities, they also, fight against humanity's attempts to, invade the alien base and things of that nature, which make a lot of sense. Humans try to attack the alien base many times, but they're confronted by Godzilla and Anger's. And unlike Godzilla Final Wars, where the humans aliens saw the humans coming from them, and they just sent one monster at a time, like, go, my minions, and they all kept getting killed off. As you can see, I have a lot of hate against Godzilla Final Wars, but not entirely. That's his own thing, it's his own dissection. But namely speaking, we have a lot of great Toho actors in here. We have Akira Kubo, Jun Tazaki, we have Yukiko Kobayashi. This is our only Godzilla film role, as far as I understand. And of course, we have the almighty Yoshiosu Chiya. All this time, he's not an alien. He's on the human side this time. Although, once again, he is killed because of aliens. He's one of the first to be killed because it turns out he was basically a spy for the aliens. And that's where it makes it, very freaking interesting. Yeah, it's like I was saying, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters focuses on giving humans things to do without, human kung fu scenes and taking away attention from the freaking monsters. GFW offered a lot of the Matrix style ripoff crap, and it just pissed me off. Here we have something more simple, like drama between a man and his alien-controlled sister. That's relatable, enjoyable, without ruining the monster side of things. Plus, in Godzilla Final Wars, the leader was an annoying, cheesy prick who just laughed constantly. I love the aliens in this movie because they're more subtle. They're just these beautiful women garbed in this alien clothing, which is still better than what we saw in Invasion of Astro Monster, and definitely not as bad as the apes we see in Mechagodzilla movies. Here, they're actually, it's very odd. They're creatures who cannot survive the current temperature of Earth, so they hide in these human bodies. When their habitat is destroyed and lose control of the temperature, they revert to these worm-like creatures who can only exist inside these little rock things. So to me, they did a really good job of the alien designs for that matter. Because, they only look like humans because they're doing it to fit in. And they don't even have a human form at all. This is done way better than the cockroaches in Godzilla vs. Gigan. This is done way better than the subterranean human people we had in Godzilla vs. Megalon. It's done way better than the fish-looking things with arms and legs that we saw in Godzilla Final Wars. Basically, it's the most inhuman aliens we ever got as far as aliens in Godzilla movies, and I appreciate the fact that they tried to give a different design and be a little bolder, but they'll look for these creatures. Nice job, Toho. Another aspect where the 50th anniversary movie failed is with the monster action. In that movie, Godzilla basically killed everyone in a one-by-one killing frenzy. Somewhat cool, but I like what we see here better. And that's basically, we get to see all the monsters gathered in one place, reacting to each other, doing stuff. It's great cinematography. The cinematography in this movie is fantastic. Everything looks awesome. And it's great to see multiple monsters destroying Tokyo. That was one of the best things about movies like Invasion of Astro Monster. We got to see Godzilla, King Ghidorah, and Rodan wrecking a city. Well, this time we have even more. We get Godzilla, Manda, Mothra, Rodan. Everyone's in there, 4 monsters destroying Tokyo at once. And this movie has multiple scenes. We also have the Godzilla and Anger stacking the humans. We have, of course, the grand finale at Mount Fuji, which is one of the best monster action scenes of all fucking time. That's what I wanted to see in Godzilla Final Wars. I didn't want to see Godzilla just taking everyone one-on-one. It didn't feel as epic as it could have been. That's the problem with Godzilla Final Wars. More than anything you want to say about cinematography, music choices, monster designs, the biggest flaw in Godzilla Final Wars, it had so much potential to do so many things that it did not do because of just the way the movie was scripted and the way things were done. It just pissed me off. That's the best way to sum it up quickly. And speaking of which, I should definitely talk about the freaking final battle against King Ghidorah. It's one of my favorite monster fight scenes of all freaking time. I fucking loved it. The cinematography is just fantastic. All the monsters gather at Mount Fuji after being freed from the alien control. Now they're now under the human control, and they get ready to fight freaking King Ghidorah, who is basically an arch enemy to everybody. They've had to fight this guy many freaking times on different occasions, and this is basically the final stand. And there are so many great shots of all the monsters getting in on the action, and I mean everybody. There, of course, there are a few monsters who don't fight, like Baragon and Varan and Manda, but it's okay because at least you see them in the shots behind, in the background. It makes the scene feel complete. Meanwhile, it's mainly up to Godzilla, Anguirus, especially Gorosaurus, and Mothra Kumonga, I guess you want to say that, and they mostly all participate in finally taking down this demon of our galaxy for the final time. And of course, Rodan also helps just a little bit. But yeah, this fight is great. It's a long fight. It's really good. It's brutal. King Ghidorah, of course, gets killed. I think it's the first time in the Godzilla Showa series that we see blood. But it wasn't Godzilla's, of course. It was King Ghidorah who was getting stomped the shit out of. We see him actually cough up blood. He's taken the beating of his life, and like I said, it's his final moments. King Ghidorah dies. To me, it was really sad. He got ganged up on. He had no chance in hell. But he fought bravely. He did not retreat, so that's why I really liked that fight. It was really awesome. And to me, it was a lot better than the solo Godzilla versus Kaiser Ghidorah thing we got in Godzilla Final Wars. Like I probably said in my Godzilla dissection, the final battle of Godzilla Final Wars, would even see Godzilla and Mothra interact together on the screen. There was no shot where they actually shared the limelight together. It was just all Godzilla's over here fighting this guy, Mothra's over here fighting Gigan, and that's it. It didn't even feel connected to me. It just felt, what the fuck? It was not shot the way it should have been. So cinematography for this movie, as old as it is, all the special effects are fantastic. They do very well, make some epic shots, and Gareth Edwards himself personally has said that he would love to make a remake of this movie and make it, for the modern audience. I think it'd be great. I think for the finale of the American trilogy, if it stopped the trilogy, I would love for it to continue. But that being said, I'd love to see a style of movie where you see this level of monsters, all at once, done right, getting all the Pacific screen time, and like I said, interacting with each other is the main thing we want to see. So, yeah, just freaking awesome. And that's not to say that humans can't do stuff. Like I said before, the human characters get a lot of great action scenes in this movie, and they're very relevant. Because one time, I know my friend who saw the new Godzilla movie said that humans don't really feel like they're relevant. They don't do anything. Well, this is one of the movies you could show them and say the humans do quite a bit. The humans take out the monster control device on the moon. They get a lot of great shootout scenes. Like I said, there's a little bit of drama. Although definitely could have been more. I will say that. And of course, they help take down the fire dragon at the end of the movie. Although if you ask me, the whole fire dragon scene should definitely came before King Ghidorah, not after. It's kind of anticlimactic. But at any rate, Godzilla and humans unite and take down the aliens. It was just all done very well. And then, what more can I say? And then, of course, the Showa score meister himself, Akira Kubi, comes in with a very fantastic score. We hear King Ghidorah's theme, Godzilla, Rodan. It's just great. The score was fantastic. I love the Battle March opening theme. Dun 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 dun. Before I hum the whole thing, it's a great theme, and it's basically the Monster March theme. And I love that scene where we see all the monsters heading up to Mount Fuji to get ready for this epic fight, and you see all the monsters literally, like it says, marching through the forest, getting ready for this fight. You see Godzilla, Anguirus, Baby Godzilla, Manda, and Baragon. They're all getting ready for this epic fight at the Kailak base, which is going to send out King Ghidorah. It was just very well handled. Any closing comments? There's really nothing more I can say about this movie. It's just fantastically well done. It's one of the best Godzilla movies to me, just in terms of sheer monster action and scope. Sure, it's missing the, more grittier themes of morality and nuclear weapons, stuff like that. It's just a fun science fiction kaiju adventure. Like I said, the weakest flaws with this movie, to me, go with the build up. It needed a lot more build up for diving right into the monster action. But other than that, to me, this movie has very few flaws. Very few that are worth like mentioning right now. Uh, Another interesting thing I did want to talk about before I finally wrap this review up. If you haven't seen it already, I know I posted this years ago, but of course a whole account got terminated because of me posting it. This movie also has a very interesting deleted scene where while Godzilla, Manda, Mothra, and Rodan are just fucking Tokyo in the ass, you see a great scene where Manda and Godzilla start fighting because I guess the control, for whatever reasons, is interrupted for a second, and then Godzilla and Manda start fighting each other, but then the aliens regain control and they go back to what they're supposed to do. To me, it sounds like a really fun scene, but it does make sense they got rid of this because if the aliens can't control the monsters already perfectly, how the hell do they manage to do everything else they've done previously, which is control the monsters, move them all around the Earth, while the control be interrupted out of nowhere? But still, that being said, it's still a really fun idea, but I'm glad it was scrapped. I do want Manda to appear in future films, but I don't know how likely that is, honestly. But like I said, the final rating I definitely gives this movie a 9 out of 10. It's one of the best. It's an A, no doubt about it, movie in my mind. It's freaking awesome. If you haven't seen it, definitely buy it. It's available. It's one of those movies that's pretty easy to obtain in America now. When I first bought it on the Region 2 DVD, it was pretty hard to get, but I think a lot of companies have re-released it on DVD. I think both American and Japanese. But if not, like I said, you can always get the Region 2 DVD bootleg version, so there's no excuse for not having seen it, G-fans. It's one of my favorites, one of the best. Take it from me. See you next time with the final 3 episodes. See you later, guys.